On your Monday morning this holiday, so COVID travel restrictions are slowly easing up. A recent Travelzoo survey found that a majority of people are waiting until next year to fly internationally.
Yeah, even if your financial situation has changed due to COVID, there are plenty of deals that you may be able to take advantage of now for next year, right? For when you can travel. So here for a breakdown of the deals and destinations, Travelzoo senior editor, one of my favorites, Gabe Saglie. Welcome back.
Great to see you both. Thanks, guys.
So before we get to the destination deals, COVID, I guess, really changing the way we travel, right? You not only need a passport, but you'll also be asked for other things as well when you get to the boarding process. So what are the documents you need to have?
Well, first of all, remember when this is all you needed to open doors all over the world? Yeah, that's changed just because there's so many rules and regulations that differ from destination to destination. That's the challenge for those of us who are looking to either rebook or plan for travel in the next couple of months into next year, maybe even 2022. Every destination will require something differently. Now, most destinations, not all, but many, will require a negative COVID test from anywhere from 2 to 5 days before you land. So you want to make sure you get that done. Some destinations like Jamaica and Turks and Caicos are open to Americans, but you've got to get a special entry waiver by applying online. So that requires an extra step before you even buy your ticket. Some destinations will require a mandatory 14-day quarantine, which many of us are not able or willing to do. So you've got to do your homework, make sure what the rules are on the ground before you actually buy your
So that's
travel.
clearly, Gabe, slowing down traffic, though, because while the destinations may be beautiful and the rate's really good because they want to get people there, it's that 14-day quarantine. And how do they monitor that, though?
Well, every destination will actually have some pretty strict regulations in place. Even domestically, you look at Hawaii. They've been issuing tons of citations to people who have actually landed there and not heeded a 14-day quarantine mandate that's in effect even still on the shores of Hawaii. So from destination to destination, the UK and Ireland, you can land there, but again, 14-day mandatory quarantine. And they're actually putting that requirement to keep tabs on people on either the resorts themselves or local authorities as well. So that each destination will have its own means of keeping tabs on you and dinging you if, in fact, you break those regulations.
I guess those people have a lot of time off because you got to take the 14 days plus then you want to get your vacation in, right?
Although,
it's not
if you
for everybody.
can actually work from your destination, that might be an option.
So, Gabe, let's get to it. You have 3 international destinations that are open to Americans right now. Let's start with Mexico.
So Mexico, interesting with Mexico because both the CDC and the State Department have Mexico at a level 4, meaning they don't want you traveling down there. They don't suggest it is safe to travel south of Mexico. Now, are people flying down there? Yes, they are. In fact, every month since May, we've seen an uptick in flights down to Cancun, Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta. There are no COVID test requirements in Mexico. They will probably take your temperature at the airport when you land. Each resort will have its own different mandates, like probably mask requirements in public spaces. But because Mexico is so open and regulation-free, it's become a pretty popular destination. Cabo San Lucas, no less than 12 brand new resorts opened up there last year, just pre-COVID. So you can imagine a lot of competition there now. So we're seeing some of the better bargains and values in Cabo San Lucas. But in Cancun, where you've got so many resorts competing for American dollars, some great value there as well.
Yeah, what about Costa Rica, though? Because I understand it just opened up to Americans.
So, yeah, Costa Rica opened up to the UK and Canada last month. Just on September 1st last week, they opened up to 9 U.S. states. So New York, New Jersey, Connecticut included in that. Next week, they'll open up to Massachusetts and Pennsylvania and Colorado. But still, it's just a handful of U.S. states that are allowed to actually venture into Costa Rica. When you do, you've got to have a negative COVID test within 5 days of you landing there. But once you do, and if you check that temperature-wise, I think it's 100.6 is the threshold that they test for at the airport once you land. Those beaches are theirs for the taking. Some fantastic values in Costa Rica. There's a place called the Salina Nosara Resort, a 7-night stay for 2 for $599.
Wow.
So some amazing values down there.
Goodness.
But you just got to tick those boxes with all those rules and regulations before you go.
There was a collective wow in the studio. So real quick, before we let you go, we only have a few seconds left, but there are some new categories, right? New words popped up during the pandemic. Workcation is one of them. What is that?
Yep. Workcation, schoolcation's there as well, because a lot of these destinations realize, hey, a lot of us missed out on traveling over the summer season. So now, because a lot of us are digital nomads, at least for the next several months, we will be able to work remotely from home. And even if for those I got 3 kids who are doing school remotely, hey, maybe we do a late summer fall vacation with the kids. A lot of destinations in the Caribbean, you're looking at a place there, the Royalton in Punta Cana, the Splash Resort there. They've got an $8.99 per person offer for a 2-week stay, all inclusive. They've got stuff for the kids to do.
$8.99 for 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks, and that's all inclusive. All your meals, all your drinks, Sunset Yoga, complimentary laundry service. That's through a company called Vacation Express. They got different Royalton resorts.
Who
in
has
Punta
2
Cana,
weeks?
Cancun. Hey, listen, I know you can't do it unless you can take that set remotely to the shows.
Well,
in
Well,
Punta
we
Cana.
could.
That's a
Now we're talking.
possibility.
But it's a trend, and some people are hopping on it for sure.
Yeah. Gabe, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Great to see you guys.
Yeah, I heard this
Thanks.
desk is very easy to move. You could just move this right on over.